And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Now, after some technical difficulties, I think we're back on the air, and it'll be Richards here in the corner looking for Smith Jr. Instead finds the bounce pass to a cutting Boateng. Ball gets bounced off his knee. Smith Jr. comes away with it, forces that one up and under, and able to finish off the glass. So Worcester State quickly in the offensive end. Olivier looking for options. It'll go outside to Sam Dion. Now I think I can bring in my color commentator, John Neves. John, a nice out-of-conference matchup here late in the season between the Lancers of Worcester State and the Bearcats.
Yes, thank you. Sorry about that with those first few minutes. But, yeah, this game was actually supposed to be played back in December. And due to the weather, particularly what was hitting Massachusetts, not so much down here, obviously we weren't going to let the good folks from Worcester State travel down here, so a decision was made to postpone it. But, yeah, it's a little non-conference basketball here in late January. Not unheard of. Some schools do it. We got the girls' basketball team out tonight also playing the makeup game from that same night out at New Jersey City University. So we're glad to be back.
And Baruch, quick turnaround time as they just played Friday night. A pull-up by Bajrami. Bounce off front rim, gets the friendly roll. And Baruch take their first lead of the evening.
Yeah, this is also a game that kind of features, when you look at the records, the Bearcats are up among the leaders of the CUNYAC, and Worcester State's doing pretty good in their conference as well. So I would like to joke, ESPN used to do those games late in the season, bracket busters. You know, maybe this is like a little version of a bracket buster.
Out-of-conference game means so much bigger, especially if you're trying to fight for some of those at-large seeds later on in the season, as Worcester ties it up at 6. Coming in on 2.5 gone here in the first. Ball swung around the perimeter. It's Olivier. He has Donnellan up against him, looking for options. It'll be Dion. Ball swung around to Dawsamier. Into the lane. A left-handed floater, no good. Rebounded there by George Smith Jr. And it'll be Donnellan who brings the ball up into the front court. Pick right from Smith. Looking for options. Bajrami gives him that pull-up three from Bajrami off left rim. He's feeling the hot hand from the other night as he had led all scorers on the Bearcats with 20 points. Nice move by Desormier. Can't finish off the glass. And it'll be Donnellan back into the front court. He'll quickly go right into the lane, give it out to Richards. Ball swung around the perimeter. Bajrami takes the pick from Boateng, looking for options. Richards is that option. Desormier on him. Off glass, high, shot no good. Rebounded loose. It's going to be Smith Jr. Gives it back outside to Donnellan. 13 on the shot clock. Bajrami into the paint. Ball swiped from him, and it'll be Desormier to bring it up for the Lancers. Quickly up to Spencer in the front court. George Smith Jr. Now Desormier has it on the Bearcat symbol. Olivier takes his place, gives it off to Dion. Dion into the lane, trying to find Wheeler. It's going to go last off the hands of, looks like, Bajrami. And a couple of changes here for Coach Alisi as Jack Reese and Jamel Fair will check into the game. Jack Reese wearing 20 tonight. Lancers will inbound with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be into Wheeler. Up top to Dion. Now it's Desormier. Left-handed shot. Off left rim. No good. Rebounded there by Smith Jr. And it'll be Reese to quickly bring it into the front court. Now Richards in the corner. He'll curl out. And now ball swung around the perimeter to Fair. Fair, elbow jumper. Off back rim. No good. Desormier on the rebound for the Lancers. Jamel Fair swipes him there. It's going to be a 2v2 with him and Richards, and he's going to go right to the rim and finish off the glass. Nice play there by the 6'2" freshman from Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah, Jamel's done a heck of a job the last few games for the Bearcats, coming off the bench scoring. That's his big role. So nice job.
It'll be Dion in the corner, has Wheeler, handoff back to Dion. Pull up there from Olivier, straight on three. He knocks it down. Reese over to Fair on the left wing. Bounce pass inside on the block to Smith Jr. Goes across the right hand. Might have got blocked, and they're going to say it's going to be a jump ball. So it'll go back to the Lancers.
Purisic comes back into the game, along with Graziano makes his first appearance. Purisic has been fantastic as a freshman. Tremendous recruiting job by head coach John Alisi. And Graziano has one of the sweetest strokes that you will see in Division III. Pay attention to the way he shoots the ball.
Now Olivier has it on the right wing, goes against Reese. Nice stop move, fade away jumper is good. Nice play there by Olivier. Forcing Reese to overcommit a little bit inside the paint. The foul there is going to be underneath against number 45, Jimmy McGilloway. And that's going to be his first on the evening. It'll be Baruch's ball underneath the basket very early in the shot clock.
By the way, we didn't talk about this at the beginning of the game. Worcester State.
Worcester or Worcester?
Worcester, according to the pronunciations. Worcester State. I got a lot of family in Massachusetts, so I'll make sure I'm saying this right. But with my New York accent, it's probably impossible. So all you folks from Massachusetts, take it easy.
Olivier into the lane, dishes it out into the corner for Spencer. Spencer's going to drive baseline, almost lose it. Is it there? It's McGilloway, and that's going to be a travel there on Olivier as he took too many steps. Looks like we may see Worcester fall into a full court trap or zone or press here, and it'll be into Purisic. Had a strong game off the bench, Emil did in the last outing against City College.
Yeah, he was 8 of 9 from the field. He doesn't play like a freshman, that's for sure.
And he has size, and he also has the shot, so you have to close out on him, but he also has a quality post game with the left hand. And it'll be a handoff to Spencer, now straight on for Hendricks. Gives it inside to McGilloway, and Olivier has it up top. Handoff to Spencer again. Now he'll drive with the left hand. Free throw line pull-up jumper. He's able to knock that down over the outstretched hand of Ryan Graziano. Back and forth action here. A little bit more than 6 minutes gone at the Arc Arena. Graziano has it now right wing. Goes into the free throw line, gives it off to Fair. Fair's covered by Olivier. Calling out the offense. You can see Purisic wants it, trying to work on DeCanza. Ball swung right across. Jack Reese, wide open three. Corner three, no good. Rebounded there by DeCanza, and Olivier will bring it up to the front court for the Lancers. Quickly going end-to-end. Handoff DeCanza, right wing three. Shot way short, barely grazed iron. And it'll be Graziano who comes away with the rebound and quickly into the hands of Reese to bring it back into the front court. Ooh, nice spin move at the three-point line. Gives it off to George Smith Jr. Gives it inside to Purisic. Trying to go left, and he gets fouled as he goes up against number 22, Jack DeCanza. And that'll send Purisic to the line for the first time this evening.
Worcester's about a 4-hour drive, I believe.
I believe it's Western Mass.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
And Purisic off back rim on the second. So it'll be Hendricks into the front court, brings it in left wing. Jack Reese on him, now up top to Olivier. Ball inside to McGilloway. Knocked loose. I think it's going to go off Purisic last, and it'll stay with the Lancers underneath. 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Quick.
Hendricks to inbound underneath his own basket, gives it up top to McGilloway. DeCanzo has the ball up top. DeCanza, excuse me, and it'll be Olivier to dribble back out. Right wing has Fair on him. Crossover move, step back three. We'll round it out, no good. Rebounded. Ooh, it's going to be rebounded by Reese, and I think he just took his eyes off it. Went off his leg last, and an unforced error there by the Bearcats.
Yeah, you kind of hope that doesn't haunt you later, but it happens, you know. All you can do is brush it off and get back to playing.
It almost looked like a bit of a miscommunication there maybe between him and Boateng as they were both there for the rebound. But it'll stay with the Lancers underneath. Ooh, Reese almost comes away with the steal. Now it's Hendricks into the lane. McGilloway has it up top. Boateng quickly to close out on him, and Fair's going to get hit with the reach as McGilloway tried to drive right hand. It'll be Hendricks to inbound for the Lancers underneath. Looking for McGilloway, left elbow. Now he's going to work on Boateng in the paint. Boateng doesn't fall for the first move. Might have got a piece on the second. as McGilloway comes away with the rebound, and it'll stay with the Lancers. Second chance opportunities here for Worcester State.
Now that's when that becomes disappointing on the turnover, because now they have another opportunity. And it's early, but, 2 points is 2 points, or 3 maybe.
In theory, third possession on this possession as the ball swung around from Spencer to Dion. Dion right into the lane, and he got blocked hard by Boateng.
Yeah.
Underneath, they're going to say it was all ball. Coach Hundley looking for the call here for the Lancers. And it'll be Bajrami to check back in, and Richards for the Bearcats. Coming to the bench will be Graziano and Fair, and Donnellan will also check in for Reese. So a nice slew of changes here for Coach Alisi with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lancers have to create here quickly on the inbound. Into McGilloway. Uses his size to create space. Hendricks, step back three, way deep. Off glass, no good. It's going to be a shot clock violation against the Lancers. So nice D there after some initial kerfuffles by the Bearcats. And it'll be Donnellan getting picked up by Hendricks, full length of the court. Bounces it over to Richards, now inside to Bajrami, who's able to finish hard off the glass.
He has been a big star for the Bearcats. Last game, poured in a bunch of points in only like 13 minutes against CCNY.
Got to take most of the second half off due to the fact that the Bearcats got a 38-point win.
Yeah, well, you rest them up because things kind of, big game on Saturday at John Jay. Obviously, you want to win tonight, but Saturday has big implications for the top of the CUNYAC standings.
John Jay currently 6-1 in the conference. Baruch coming in at 6-2, so battle for first on the weekend, so it should be fun.
John Jay's only loss, the men, to Baruch. So a big tiebreaker game.
Tough to get a clean sweep when John Jay's looking the way they are right now. So it'll be Richards at the line for 2, and he knocks home the first.
Worcester, from what I saw, is 4-1 in their conference, and they're doing pretty good. There are a lot of good conferences up in the Massachusetts area. Obviously, New England area, I should say. Of course, the NESCAC, the GNAC, which seems to have some amazing scores in that conference. They score a lot of points all the way from St. Joseph's of Maine down to Alberta, Magnus.
And Worcester coming in at 8-9. It's clearly a tough out-of-conference schedule, maybe to the credit of your point there, John, playing a lot of those teams that are able to put the ball in the hole.
Hey, go quick.
So it'll be Lancers to inbound underneath their own basket.
Quick. There he is.
Looking for the inbound. It's Dion on the curl. Step back three as he creates some space over Bajrami. Shot no good. Weak side board by Boateng. Now into the front court is Richards. He's going to go right into the lane against Hendricks and finish with the left hand. Nice play there by Michael Richards. Ball swung around as Desormier has it now. Crossover move on Donnellan. Able to create space. Dion, left wing three. Shot off front rim. No good. Benjamin Boateng skies for that rebound. It'll be Donnellan again to push into the front court. Crossover move past Desormier. Now gives it off to Piersic. Block from behind from Hendricks. Nice play there by number 12, Zion Hendricks. Now it'll be Dion over to Desormier.
Thumbs out. Sam, go this side. Go. Fine, whatever, go. Just stay there. Check.
Dion has it now inside to Wheeler. Trying to get Boateng in the air, able to do so and finish off the glass. Now Baruch quickly the other way with Bajrami. He's going to spin into the lane. He's going to get double team, bounce out to Piersic. Ooh, two-man game between Piersic and Bajrami. Ball almost gets loose. Bajrami floats an air ball, and it'll be rebounded there by Desormier. More than halfway gone here in the first. Baruch lead by 3. Now it's Hendricks. Gives it over to Wheeler. Nice find at the free throw line. Wheeler shots around and out. No good, and it'll be Donnellan to slowly walk things up for the Bearcats. Worcester State only shooting 31% so far here in the first. Jump ball there underneath, and it's going to stay with the Bearcats as George Smith Jr. will check in for Boateng and Olivier will check in for DeCanza. Bajrami baseline shot, a little short, no good, and it's going to go off the Bearcats last, so it'll be Worcester ball. It'll be Desarmier to walk things up for the Lancers across the timeline. Gives it off to Wheeler, now a handoff to Olivier. Bounces out to Dion. Ball swung around the perimeter. Olivier with a fake pump fake, goes right into the lane. Finish with the right hand. Nice scoop layup by Corey Olivier. 6-foot guard, sophomore, as the others, and George Smith Jr. able to knock down a nice easy layup and keep the Bearcats lead at 3. And now Desarmier is going to try to go past Donelon. It's going to go off his leg last, and it'll go back to the Bearcats. Graziano checking back into the game as Pirisic will come to the bench. Tyler Spencer also back into the game for the Lancers. It'll be Donelon getting picked up by Desarmier at the midcourt line. Now it's to Richards over to George Smith Jr. up top. Wheeler reaching and too many times, and then he'll get hit with the foul. It'll be side out right in front of the Lancers bench. Ooh, dangerous pass, and it's stolen in the backcourt by Wheeler. Nice comeback play by George Smith Jr. to block the layup, and it'll be Lancers ball underneath their own basket. But a nice hustle play there. Sloppy play by Graziano on the inbound, but George Smith Jr. able to make up for it with a nice block on the defensive end. Ball into Wheeler. Up top to Dion. Now Desarmier into the paint, but he gets fouled outside. The foul's going to be number 1, Donelon. That's going to be his first. It'll be Spencer on the up top. Looking for Wheeler. Now it's out to Desarmier. Right wing 3, no good. Had a not clean look. And it'll be Graziano comes away with the rebound, and Donelon into the front court. Doesn't take the pick. Tries to give it to Richards in the corner. That ball's tipped. Last off to Desarmier, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. And down another dangerous pass into Donelon. Now Jamel Fair has it. Pull-up shot. Rattles that one home. Nice play there. The 18-footer from Jamel Fair. And it'll be Olivier in the corner. Brings it out up top to Spencer. Back to Olivier. Pull-up shot. 18-footer. Trying to replicate Fair from the other end. It'll be Bajrami who comes away with the rebound. Trying to get it up ahead to Fair. Fair will slow things down. Gives it off to Graziano. Ball swung around the perimeter. Donelon goes past Desarmier. Donelon scoop. Nice. Layup reverse. Nice play there by Sean Donelon. And Coach Hundley wants to talk things over with 7:35 remaining. Baruch lead by 7, 24-17. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back. 7:34 remaining. Baruch lead by 7 against the Lancers of Worcester State. Now Olivier has it up top. It's to ball swung around up top to Spencer now. Spencer trying to go past Graziano. Trying to finish with the left hand. A little too short. Donelon tries to save the George Smith Jr. block, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll be Lancer ball. Nice hustle play there by Donelon and Smith. Desarmier to inbound.
This is a very big part of the game. Bearcats have the lead. The opponents are struggling a little bit. Bearcats could really, really take control of this game in the first half with another basket right here.
I feel like Worcester State also is kind of settling for that outside jump shot. Not seeing a lot of them to fall.
Yeah, I'm going to take a guess they probably came into town this morning. So you got to take advantage of perhaps that fatigue factor.
And the corner three by Fair is no good. The Sormier will come away with it for the Lancers. Nice crossover dribble there by the Sormier. Now gives it off to Dion into the lane. And it's going to be a blocking foul.
Good play.
Oh, excuse me. They're going to call a charge. My apologies. On number 35, Sam Dion. I was looking at the far side ref. It was the underneath ref who called it. So nice hustle play there by Jamel Fair.
Oh, yeah. He was set up perfectly. He was waiting for it to come to him. Very well done by the freshman.
And now it'll be Fair on the left wing. Has Olivier on him. Looking for options. Bajrami on the bounce pass up top. Ball swung on our perimeter. Donnellan takes the pick. Left three. No good. Rebounded there by Bajrami. Throws it off the defender and is able to keep the ball with Baruch. So it'll keep 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, the ref said that the ball did not hit the rim. So as a result, the shot clock doesn't reset.
And that was an air ball there by Donnellan. So if that's the case, back-to-back air balls. And it'll be Worcester State. Now Wheeler gets stripped by Bajrami. And it's going to be a 2-on-2 the other way. Nice behind-the-back dribble. Bajrami going straight up and able to finish off the glass. Nice play there by Bajrami. Now Olivier into the lane. He gets fouled. The foul there is going to be unfair. Reese and Richards check back into the game as Donnellan and Fair will come to the bench. Also, DeConza is into the game for the Lancers, and it'll give Wheeler some breathing time. Bounce pass into DeConza. Now outside to Dion. Dion right into the lane. High arcing shot. Knocks that one down. And Worcester looking for a call there as both player and coach thought there was some contact.
Yeah, the Bearcats kind of ends a little bit of a run by the Bearcats, but I could tell you in all my years in sports information that visiting coaches never like the referees, and I've seen it on our end as well.
So it'll be Dion the other way, trying to go full court. He gets fouled as he goes up with a shot. The foul is going to be on number 13, Ryan Graziano, his first on the evening. And that'll send Sam Dion to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and I will tell you also, looking at the refs on the court, this is a very veteran staff. I've seen them many times.
And he knocks down the second. So Sam Dion going 2 of 2 from the line. Cuts the lead to 5. And now Reese will quickly bring it into the front court. Hendricks on him. Reese slows things down, hands it off to Graziano. Ooh, George Smith Jr. trying to cut. Might have got tied up a little bit there with Spencer. And it'll be Bajrami up top. Now to Richards. Richards into the lane. Bounce pass to George Smith Jr. Baseline shot, a little too strong, no good. And now it's Dion up top trying to get back to Olivier. Nice defense there by the Bearcats. Olivier 3, around and out, no good.
Wow, that spinned in and out. It kind of went in, and then it just rolled back out.
Not getting the friendly roll here are the Lancers. And now Bajrami looking for options. It's Ryan Graziano, corner 3. He knocks it down.
There's that sweet stroke.
14 Corey.
And now we'll give Ryan Graziano his first points of the evening on his first shot in 7 minutes of action. Olivier looking for options, bounces it outside to Spencer. Spencer going to drive against Graziano. Pull-up shot. Off, no good. DeConza skies for the rebound, loses it, and George Smith Jr. comes away with it. But if you're Coach Hunley, I don't think that's the shot you really want your Worcester State team to settle for. Nice fake there by Reese. Gives it outside. Ryan Graziano 3. Ooh, shot no good. Saved by Richards. Nice hustle play there. Richards going to go strong into the lane and finish off glass.
He is fast. I mean, he just drives that lane fast, and you got to really react.
And now DeConza gets it off glass, and he's able to knock it down.
Yeah, Yeah, that was an important basket by the Lancers. They needed to come down and respond right away.
So now Bajrami, baseline jumper. He knocks that one down. 18-footer for Adnan Bajrami, and that gives Baruch the lead to double digits. Hendricks outside to Dion. Dion going to go baseline against Bajrami. Ooh, not getting that friendly bounce tonight, John. Off back rim, no good. Now Reese gives it off to Graziano. Corner three. Shot no good. I think the whole Bearcat team thought that was going to fall.
Yeah, and I think the Lancers coach was going to call a timeout too if that dropped.
It's going to be a check foul on number 14, Richards. That's going to be his first of the evening as Pirasek and Boateng will check back into the game for Smith Jr. and Bajrami. And also Desormier will be into the game for the Lancers as Dion comes to the bench.
Go, just get it in. Just get it in. Just get it in.
And now Olivier has it. That's going to be a three there by Spencer around the rim and out. No good. Easily rebounded by Pirasek, and now Reese into the front court, trying to go coast to coast. Nice play there by Jack Reese off glass.
Jack Reese.
He hit the turbo there as he got into the lane and was able to finish at the rim. Now DeConza right into the lane, going up against Pirasek. He got blocked. It looked like maybe a little bit of contact, but either way, it'll be Jack Reese into the front court for the Bearcats. Right past Desormier. And he gets fouled. Shot can't go, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul there's going to be on number 11. Joe Desormier, the 5'10" junior out of Granby, Mass.
Jack Reese, 2 shots.
Going to be McGilloway and Wheeler to check into the game. DeConza and Spencer will come to the bench for the Lancers.
Biggest lead of the game for the Bearcats. They have a real opportunity here to go into the locker room at half with a nice, comfortable lead.
And then Reese will knock down the second, so it's a 14-point lead. 37-23, 2.5 remaining here in the first. It'll be Desormier to walk it up for the Lancers. McGilloway has it now. Ball swung around to Desormier. Calling out the offense. Olivier up top over to Desormier on the left wing. Behind the back dribble, looking for Hendricks in the corner. Ooh, nice crossover move. Trying to go past Boateng. He might have gotten stripped. He's now trapped against the sideline. It's going to go back to the Bearcats as it goes all out of bounds. Now Reese getting covered by Desormier. A little too much contact. And that'll send Reese to the line for the 1-and-1 and an opportunity to extend the lead for Baruch here before the half.
Number 35, Sam Dial, check.
So Richards back into the game for the Bearcats. And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. It'll be Spencer on the rebound, Wheeler on the rebound as now Hendricks comes in. Wheeler, right wing three, line drive shot is good. He knocks it down, and we'll quickly see Nate Orwell to the bench. Ormond, excuse me. Nate Ormond to the scorer's table to check back into the game. Now Boateng has it in the post. Wheeler hits the deck. It's going to be a foul. I think it's going to be number 40. Wheeler underneath as he tried to draw the charge. Instead, he kind of took Boateng down with him. And pull it. Pirasek will come to the bench. Pirasek, excuse me. Boateng rattles home the first of the 1-and-1. Make it 2 of 2. So Olivier will walk things up into the front court for the Lancers. Give it over to Dion, who just checked back into the game. Trying to go past Graziano. Nice move into the left hand into the lane. The foul there is going to be on number 34, Nate Ormond, who just checked in. And that'll send Dion to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots. Number 1, John Donald, check. Number 11, at Baruch.
Matchups, who's new? Corey, go 11. Corey, go 11.
Dion off on the second. So it'll be Donaldson who comes up with it, gives it off to Reese, and it's rare that we see these two on the court together. A little more guard speed for the Bearcats. Hand off to Boateng to Reese, brings it up top with Olivier on him. Reese, hand off underneath. Nice defensive play there by Wheeler, and he'll stay with the Bearcats. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 1:03 left here on the game clock. And that'll be a tip. They're going to say it went off Olivier last. And I think Baruch might have gotten away with one there as a very sloppy play on the inbound.
They're going to put 9 on the shot clock.
Inbound to Donnellan. 1 minute
minute
remaining here in the half. Boateng straight away 3, giving plenty of space and time, and he makes them pay as Benjamin Boateng knocks it down. It's going to be a full timeout for Coach Hundley and the Worcester State Lancers. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Of course, great tragedy plagued the basketball family yesterday as Kobe Bryant unfortunately passed away in a terrible, terrible accident. One of the greatest players of all time. Definitely, feels surreal for me because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm seeing entire players' careers. And he was one of the guys that almost really epitomized basketball as a whole. For the last 15, 20 years of my life. I'm 30 years old, so in theory he's been playing for 20 out of the last 22 years, so it's been really big and definitely one of those moments that I think, years from now I'll remember like when I got told that Kobe Bryant passed in the manner that he did. So.
Yeah, I was having lunch at home and something came across my Twitter. It was actually somebody that had retweeted it from TMZ, rebounded by the Bearcats, and I actually clicked on the link for TMZ and it was the link was down. It was broken, so I was kind of like, oh, it's just they must have been hacked. It's a fake link and all that. But unfortunately, 10 minutes later, traveling, it was called on Jack Reese. Unfortunately, about 10 minutes later from that, that's when the report started to surface saying, this is in fact true. And they started to show the smoke, from the airplane, from the helicopter crash. So it was a very, not good. And I hear he's going into the Hall of Fame, which of course he was going in eventually, but it's good that he's going to be done right away. And with All-Star
I think
weekend,
this was his year, actually. He was, last year was 2015-16, so it would have been his 5th year. And as Sam Dion knocks that one, Sam Dion knocks that one down. And, just a really weird day. It was actually my buddy who called me, told me, and I thought the connection broke up because I couldn't believe what he said. And, too sad to be true. As 3 seconds left, Dion's going to have to take a heave, and he's going to get fouled with .3 left. And he comes up limping, though.
Yeah,
the foul there is going to be on Donnellan.
He does a good job like Adnan Bajrami. He really protects the ball, and he's so fast and has such a control on the ball that it's hard to steal from him. But, obviously one of the greatest figures in American sports history. someone who made a big difference, came right out of high school and went on to become an NBA sports legend. So there's not much more that we could add that hasn't already been said, and so much more great things will be said about him. And obviously just very sad for his family, and obviously for all the people that died in the helicopter accident as well.
Well, what a Hall of Fame class that'll be next year. Duncan, Garnett, and Kobe, class of 2021. So that'll do it for us here at the Arc Arena. Worcester State able to cut into that lead just a little bit, but Baruch still lead by 10, 42-32. We'll be back in 15 minutes with your second half action. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. We are moments away from second half action between the Lancers of Worcester State and your Baruch Bearcats. Bearcats currently lead by 10, 42-32, and we'll be here with the second half in just a few seconds.
Yeah, Bearcats were they were the better team, shot the ball better, got contributions from a lot of players. Worcester State, got some contributions. Their big one, of course, was number 35, Dion. And the Bearcats just have to, continue to play that pressing defense, continue to hit their shots, and grab rebounds. And, still a lot of basketball left to be played. Absolutely nothing is decided. So many times we see in the game one team play so well at halftime, and then the other team just comes storming out of the locker room. So a lot of basketball to be played. It's got to keep their heads up.
So it'll be Diane Wheeler who just went up for that. Looking for contact was the entire Worcester bench. It'll be Diane Wheeler, Spencer, Olivier, and Dosommier. For the Lancers is now to be George
Nice
Smith
play.
Jr. Easy underneath from Adnan Bajrami. Alongside Boateng, Donnellan, and Richards as the 5 for the Bearcats. Now Olivier has it. Now over to Dosommier. Diane tries to drive. He might have had that one go off his own leg, and it'll be Richards to come into the front court. Ooh, errant pass there. He's trying to find Bajrami.
Twins in the 5 out. Twins in the 5 out.
Yeah. Yeah, like Bob Euchre said in Major League Baseball, just a little bit outside.
Just a little.
Twins.
So it'll be Dosommier to walk it up for the Lancers. Donnellan picks him up at the three-point line. Dosommier tries to go left. Gets cut off. Gives it up to Diane. Now ball swung around to Spencer. Spencer almost loses his dribble, but gives it off to Wheeler in the corner.
25.
And the foul there is going to be on number 25, Boateng on the push. Bajrami thought he came away with the steal on that one.
Busy day here on campus today, the first day of classes. You remember those days of classes, right?
I do. I noticed everyone leaving the building as I was starting to walk in. So
probably everyone got first day of class where you get your syllabus.
It's rather uneventful for the most part.
Yeah.
Coming from Long Island, I might have enjoyed those days a little bit less because I felt like sometimes we were just getting syllabuses and on our way.
Good job. Good.
But as the ball swung around, now it's Donnellan in the corner. Who's going to work on Olivier? Brings it out to the wing. Now to George Smith Jr. Now Bajrami up top. Takes the pick from Smith Jr. Nice spin move there by Bajrami. Dosommier there with step for step, and he's able to finish off the glass. Bajrami now into double figures. He's leading all Baruch scores. 3 there by Spencer. Way short. Nothing but out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Well, this is a very important part of the game. Up 14 points. It can really get out of hand now. Bearcats have a chance to really put this game into control. And if you're the visitors, the Lancers, this is pivotal that you get a stop.
Ooh, nice spin around jumper there by Smith Jr. No good, but Boateng will come away with the offensive board.
Come on, pressure. Come on.
Donnellan takes the pick from Smith, kicks it out, corner 3 from Richards. He had space. Shot's a little short. It'll be Wheeler who comes away with the save, and Spencer gets the board up top to Olivier. Now into the corner to Diane and over to Dosommier. Into the lane. It's going to be a blocking foul on 14 Richards. That's going to be his second.
We, of course, discussed in the first half, big Saturday for the basketball teams, with them going sort of a little bit uptown, then cross town to the west side to go take on John Jay at the Dog Pound, as they like to call it. I hope that's what they still call it. And, of course, a very big game for both the men and women. I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm going to probably go out there and see it myself. Usually on weekends, I just like to watch things from home and write it up. But I think that might be one of those games where it's going to, be good to be there in person and watch 2 very good basketball games.
John Jay half a game up on the Bearcats in the conference. Nice move there by Donnellan, finishing with a right hand scoop layup.
That's why it's good when they call it home court advantage, when you have that feel of the court. On a play like that is a perfect example. I mean, he just knew where it all was.
And the women's team in a 4-team race for the top seed in the CUNYAC here about midway through conference play, as they too are 6-2 after their City College win Friday night.
Yeah, Mike Catrosos, an alum of Baruch, has done a fantastic job. I think everybody would agree they are way ahead of schedule. And, the fact that they have 12 wins already, I think if someone had said at this point of the year, could you get 8 wins? And I think people would say, we'll take it. But the fact that they have 12 wins really speaks a lot.
And they have good players. I just feel like it's one of those things where maybe the sum's better. The sum of the parts is better than the individuals. They play very well together. The ball movement on the offensive end has been flawless this season.
Yeah, they've got some, Nia Dawson, Daniela Zappolo, Melinda Spayu. There is just a lot of talent. Samira, Francis.
But to put up 90 in a conference game, very impressive as they did on Friday night.
We both did. Both the men and women on Friday night put up 90 points.
Tough night for City College here at the Arc Arena. Tough season for City College for both their men's and women's clubs. As Richards has it in the front court, gives it outside to Boateng. Dangerous pass. Wheeler almost got a hand. Ball's loose. Desormier comes away with it, and Donelon makes him slow things down. Over to Olivier on the left side. Corner 3 there by Spencer. George Smith Jr. a little late to close out, and Donelon will come away with that board.
Yeah, the Lancers have only scored 1 point so far here in the second half.
As George Smith Jr. baseline jumper, no good. And it's going to go off Olivier last. It will. It'll stay with the Bearcats as Jamel Fair swaps with Richards. That'll be Hendricks in for Wheeler for the Lancers. Boateng strong into the paint and able to finish over Diane. Diane only 6'1" guard, having to cover the 6'6" length of Boateng.
Yeah, you're always going to lose on that one. 17-point lead.
And Spencer's shot no good, and Worcester just having a terrible shooting night so far. 26% from the field, so credit to the Bearcat defense. Nice bounce pass there out to Donelon. Gets to Sormier in the air. Now to Bajrami. Line drive shot a little short. Bajrami saves it right into the hands of Boateng. Ooh, Boateng might have had Donelon for the 3. Instead he has Fair for the 3. Straightaway 3 a little short, but a rebound there out to Bajrami. Boateng's going to slow things down and give it off to Donelon. Nice pick there from Boateng. Donelon into the paint. Bounce pass to Smith Jr. Now over to Fair. Him and Donelon almost get into each other's airspace. And now it's Bajrami going baseline. Able to finish off the glass. Adnan Bajrami.
Just very hard to stop him.
And Hendricks going to get fouled outside. So it'll be side out underneath the basket for the Lancers. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Hundley and Worcester State with 14:52 remaining here in the ballgame. Baruch extend their lead by 9 to 19 points. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So Baruch breaks the huddle. Graziano checking into the game. Smith Jr., Bajrami, Fair, and Donelon. It'll be Spencer, Hendricks, Dion, Olivier, and Desormier for the Lancers. Inbound up top to Spencer. Hand off to Hendricks. He'll curl around right into the lane. Scoop layup, shot no good. Blocked by Bajrami.
Who else?
Calling him his name a lot here in the second half. He'll find Fair, corner three. Shot no good. Ball batted around. Olivier comes away with it from the scrum. Now Hendricks trying to go coast to coast. He'll slow things down. It'll be Spencer into the lane, and he'll finish with the left hand. Nice play there by number 30, Tyler Spencer. George Smith Jr. hand off to Donnellan. Nice crossover move. Donnellan to Graziano. Ooh, almost thought about pulling that foot up. Now Donnellan's shot, no good. Bajrami comes away with the board, and he's going to get fouled underneath as he was going up for it. Worcester looking for the push there. Bajrami is 79s, 80% now, free throw shooter on the season. That was his 50th free throw of the season, so a nice sample size there to be that consistent from the line. Now Olivier, as I'm saying that, he misses the second, and Olivier will bring it into the front court. Gives it off to now Hendricks, crossover move, kicks it out. Desormier was out of bounds as he released that shot, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Yeah, second half scoring so far. Baruch 11. The Lancers only 3.
Baruch leads by 18, a little bit more than 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Fair has it in the corner for the Bearcats. Looking for options. Some off-ball movement right into the hands of Desormier, and the Lancers will come away with it. It'll be Desormier trying to go coast to coast, and he gets fouled by Graziano. Desormier knocks down the first. Only a 60% free throw shooter on the season. And he knocks down the second. So it'll be Reese to bring it up. Hendricks on him. Reese into the front court. Graziano now to Smith, and the ball's moved around the offensive end quickly. Fair gets picked, though. The foul there is going to be on Fair as he, after losing the ball, maybe making it up for it, a little frustration foul by the freshman. Desormier will walk things up. Reese will pick him up at the three-point line. Desormier right into the lane. Scoop layup, a little too soft. And Smith Jr. comes away with the rebound for the Bearcats. Now it's Reese into the front court. And Reese throws it right into the hands of Sam Dion, and it'll go the other way. Now it's Hendricks working on Graziano. Gives it off to Spencer, left wing three. Shot a little too strong. It's George Smith Jr. on the rebound. Then it'll be into hands of Jack Reese, who will walk it across the timeline. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Alisi. A little bit more than 7 minutes gone here in the second half. 12:47 remain to be exact. Baruch up by 16, 53-37. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order. The City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game, change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
And welcome back. Baruch up by 16 as George Smith Jr. has it up top for the Bearcats. Now a handoff to Bajrami. Over to Pursic.
Good Spence.
Looking for options. Ball swung around the perimeter.
Take it.
Nice crossover move there. Pull up three there by Reese. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Dion. He's quickly trapped. And he'll able to come away with it and bring it to the front court up to Hendricks for the Lancers. Now Dion, left wing three. Shot no good. Ooh, that sounded painful there as players come colliding together. But Baruch come out of the scrum. Oh, nice pick there by Hendricks. Reese trying to go the other way. Hendricks and one. Finish at the basket as he went into George Smith Jr. hard and finishes with the left hand.
Well, that's their best looking basket so far here in the second half. Strong, and they needed it. This might be, you know, if you're a fan of the Lancers, this might be what they need to try to inject something back into the offense.
Plenty of time left. Still over 12 minutes left of action. Chance to cut it here to a 13-point lead. And Hendricks knocks it down. So a 3-point play for the Lancers. And Reese will bring it into the front court. Handoff to Reese up top. He's covered by Spencer. Now to Hendricks. Switches off on him. Crossover move by Bajrami. Goes into the paint. Finish with the left hand as he hits the deck. And Olivier gets fouled in transition by Boateng. Olivier knocks down the first. 82% free throw shooter on the season. Off on the second. So Baruch with the 14-point lead with Reese into the front court. Orman back into the game for the Bearcats, and that's going to be a foul there on Hendricks. He'll be side out right in front of the scorer's table for the Bearcats. Reese gets it out of Orman. Handoff back to Reese. Pursic into the lane. Top pass out to Reese. Reese into the lane. Gives it up top to Graziano. Hand in his face. Three. Knocks it down. Ryan Graziano.
That's stroke again.
Hand in his face that time. Good D by the Lancers, but to no avail. Now Diane outside to Hendricks. Hendricks free throw line jumper. Knocks that one down. Some nice scoring here at both ends by the Bearcats and Lancers.
Yeah, starting to pick up a little bit more now. A lot more intensity. Teams are, again, they're starting to realize we're getting under 11 minutes.
Bajrami, top of the key jumper, no good. A little bit forced as DeConza comes away with it for the Lancers. Now gives it off to Hendricks. Hendricks, 18-footer. Off front rim, no good. Rebounded there by Bajrami, and Reese will come back the other way with it. Nice play there by Dion. And he kind of pushed off Reese there, hits the deck himself. Reese trying to go for the steal. Dion gets the ball off, though, to Wheeler. Now outside Olivier. Elbow jumper. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Nope, batted away. They're right into the hands of Graziano, and Reese can bring it into the front court. Now Graziano, corner three. He's open. No shot, no good, though. Batted out by Pursic. Reese hits the deck, saving it into the hands of Pursic. Bajrami thinks about the shot. Instead gives it to Pursic. Floater shot, no good. Ball batted into the hands of Dion, and Coach Hunley wants to slow things down, and the Lancers will. To corner three there by DeConza. Shot no good off right rim, and Bajrami comes away with the rebound, and Reese will walk things up for the Bearcats. Pursic up top, has DeConza on him. Graziano now looking Looking for the shot. Instead, he'll go into the lane. Gives it a handoff to Bajrami. Olivier on him. Crossover move. Olivier swiped it away, but instead he got too much of the arm. And that'll be side out for the Bearcats. Only the 4th team foul. Donnellan and Richards checking into the game. Reese and Bajrami to the bench. Desormier will also come into the game for the Lancers. Donnellan inbound underneath the Bearcat basket. Gives it up top to Purisic. Ooh, DeConza almost made a little too much contact. Able to hold up there. And it'll be that ball in the hands of Graziano. And that time DeConza did impede. Give the Bearcats another 20-second clock to work with here on the offensive end. Orman gets the inbound. Way to seal that off from Wheeler. Now Graziano, step back 3. Shot no good. Orman battles with Wheeler, but it's the Lancers who come away with it. It's Hendricks. And he'll slow things up at the 3-point line. Nice crossover move on Donnellan. Now kicks it outside to Wheeler, and he steps out of bounds. We've seen the Lancers make that error a few times, catching that corner ball, but foot's on the end line.
Under 9 minutes now as we approach. Bearcats up 15. They look comfortable, but still got to continue the defense and offense. Here's a good basket by the freshman.
Emil Purisic able to cut, losing his man through a screen and able to finish a wide open layup. Crossover move there by Wheeler. Shot around and out. No good. Graziano skies for the board, and he'll pull that down. Now Donnellan quickly up to Richards. Richards going to drive right into the lane. He'll spin back outside to Donnellan. Donnellan has Hendricks on him. Takes the pick from Purisic. Donnellan spin move into the lane. Working on Wheeler. Kicks it back outside to Richards. Might have been tipped. Richards will have 12. He's going to go past Olivier. Trying to give it off inside. I think he was trying to find Orman, and it could be a 3-on-1. Oh, no. Orman will be able to get back for the Bearcats. Sloppy pass there by Hendricks to Desormier. Now Desormier going to be working on Graziano. A couple crossover moves. Trying to go baseline. Kicks it outside to Conza's elbow jumper. 18-footer. No good. And Olivier comes away with the rebound. Another 3 there by Desormier. Shot way off. And it'll be Donnellan who walks it up for the Bearcats. Richards finds Purisic underneath. Working on DeConza. Purisic, a little too short. Gets his own board. Finished with the left hand around DeConza.
Yeah, that was him using his height.
So I can't tell if he's a southpaw or a righty because he shot his free throws righty before, but when he's playing, he does so much with the left hand.
Yeah. Nice.
A nice play there by Desormier, and Coach Hundley wants to talk things over with 7:31 remaining. Baruch lead by 17, 62-45. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back as Donnellan gets the inbounds. Don't forget, Battle of Lexington going to be here soon enough. It's on Thursday, February 6th. That's a week from this Thursday. The Bearcats face off against one of their CUNYAC rivals, probably one of their main rivals, I would say, at least since my time here. Hunter College Hawks will be here in the building, and John, I think it's going to be a great night for Baruch basketball. It's always my favorite night of the calendar year. The other teams come out to support the Bearcats basketball team, and it's just a raucous atmosphere here at the Arc Arena.
Yeah, it's without a doubt the best attended game of the season. A lot of school spirit, a lot of different departments get involved. And obviously when you're playing your fierce rival, Hunter College, which is what it is, they are our main rival. We go to their homecoming night, they come to our Battle of Lexington, and I think it benefits both teams very well. 16th annual, by the way. I still remember the very first one, which was against Hunter, I remember.
Now, it hasn't been against Hunter year in and year out.
No, because the way the block schedule works, and what the block schedule is it's the schedule that dictates the conference schedule. And that date, every year Hunter did not fall on that date. So
they just tell you initially that these are going to be when your conference games are. They don't tell you the actual teams yet, correct?
They do find out about the teams. Usually you know the schedule about a year or two in advance.
Oh, that far? Wow.
Yeah. I think we've had
a year against Brooklyn, I remember.
We had 2 years against Brooklyn. We've had Lehman. That was always a very good day.
And this is, I think, at least the second or third time since I've done the games in the last 5 years. Maybe second time that we played against Hunter.
Yeah, we've had, I'm trying to remember, we had City Tech one year when they were still a 4-year athletic program. We had Stevens one year and Mount St. Mary's with the women's team playing a game. We've never had Staten Island in the Battle of Lex. I don't think we've ever had New York. But we've had Hunter about at least half those times.
Nice offensive board there by Ormond. And, it should definitely be a fun night. That's Thursday, February 6th. We also have some more home court action on Tuesday, February 4th. Another conference game, and Medgar Evers comes into the building. And it's going to be conference all the way from here on out after tonight, as Worcester State will be the last non-conference game for the Bearcats.
Yeah, at this time of the year, most of the games now are all conference. You might see a late season non-conference game if you happen to have a bye in your schedule, meaning you're the day that the conference is playing. Let's say there's 11 teams in the league. Well, somebody can't play. Sometimes schools will look for a non-conference game late in the season, but generally speaking, it's very rare. And obviously this game was, like I said, was supposed to be played well back in December, but because of the weather that night in the Northeast, they got postponed.
So Baruch have 4 more home games after this, and very impressive. Only 1 loss at home in the last 2 seasons for our Bearcats, so definitely making that Arc Arena a true home court advantage.
Yeah, they've won 21 of the last 22 games at home, and they also have a 15-game winning streak against CUNYAC teams, which is going to really help them out here in the last 4 games. Our only loss during this stretch was to Stevens earlier this year.
Losing by 8 in late November, but it's been all W. It's been a lot of W's since then, and Baruch just definitely looks strong this season as a whole. And can they continue to play like this tonight, they'll be on their way to another win, make it win number 12 on the season.
Yeah, you're always going to play for wins because those matter in the postseason seeding in terms of regional.
Also, something maybe you could build on going into the next game, as you said, John Jay Saturday. So
yeah,
build on a win tonight and hopefully let that snowball into something big on Saturday.
Yeah, because the original schedule had them playing, well, we played this past Friday, and then we weren't supposed to play again until this Saturday, both the men and women.
It would have been, 9 days off?
So it would have been about 9 days off, which rest is rest, of course. But you don't want to be resting too much.
And when you start feeling that hot hand, you may want to keep rolling with it because momentum definitely travels.
Yeah, I mean, our women's basketball game last game, we had 2 players that nearly had a triple-double. So the players are, they're feeling it. And when you have that feeling, you want to get back out on the court. Yeah. So this kind of worked out well. Whatever that storm was in early December, they call storms now by names these days. I don't know what it was. It helped. Nice
finish there by Richards as he's able to get that one to drop. And good ball movement by the Bearcats as they're now up 21. 5:45 remaining here in the ballgame. Olivier bounce pass outside. It's to Diane. He'll dribble back out, has Richards on him. Gives it now to Hendricks. Ball's tipped. Wheeler comes away with that tip ball as it went fully across the court. Now Spencer has it. He'll go into the lane. Trying to finish with the left hand as he gets fouled by Purisic. And that'll send Tyler Spencer to the line.
Another thing I wanted to mention is this Thursday night, the men's volleyball team will have their home opener. They'll be taking on New Jersey City University. Men were up in New England this week, and they were up in Providence at the Johnson & Wales Invitational. We lost to Cal State Santa Cruz, that came cross-country to participate in the Invitational, and we lost to them in 5 sets. We were tied 12-12, and unfortunately we lost. They pulled out the last few points, but men's volleyball looks like they're going to be really solid this year and trying to get back to CUNYAC championship game, which, by the way, we'll be hosting this year in the Arc Arena. We are the host school for men's volleyball.
And you can tune into that live on Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. But that'll be our next broadcast here on
Thursday
YouTube.
night, 7 o'clock.
Diane's corner three. Shot a little too short. No good. Donnelly comes away with that tipped rebound. And it'll be Graziano to bring things up for the Bearcats. Coming in on 5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Baruch leads 66-47. Now it's Richards into the lane. He'll stop, turn, look for options. Options Donnelly. He throws it away.
Hey, can we go slice with this group? Slice? Yeah, slice. Slice Sam.
And a sloppy possession there for the Bearcats as Donnelly was either moving for that pet, trying to cut back door, or it was just an errant throw there by Richards. Either way, it'll be Lancer's ball here with Hendricks on the offensive end. It's going to be an off-ball foul here. I think it's going to be on Richards coming through the middle there with the forearm. So it'll send Spencer to the line to shoot 2. As the Lancers are now in the double bonus.
Quick out of town update with women's basketball after 1 quarter. New Jersey City 14, Bearcats 11.
Still plenty of time for the ladies in that one,
time,
and trying to move to 13-4 on the season. So definitely a big game at Jersey City. Now Donnelly into the front court, gives it off to Richards. Bounce pass up top to Purisic. Takes the pick from Donnelly. It'll be off to Richards. No, back to Donnelly. Now hand off to Orman. Trying to bounce it back to Donnelly. Able to get that. Now into Purisic. Shot no good, and it looks like contact came from behind. The foul there is going to be on number 30, Tyler Spencer. His second. That'll send Purisic to the line to shoot 2. Purisic knocks down the first. Make it 2 of 2 from the line.
Hey, lift Sam, lift Sam, lift Sam.
19-point lead. If the Lancers are going to make any effort, it's got to be now or it's too late. And Bearcats will pick up the win.
Interestingly enough, playing without some of their top scorers tonight are the Lancers, so they're going to really have to do it with the depth that they have here.
Yeah, I probably some load management. Is that what they call it? Where, in this case, I think their conference plays games Wednesday, Saturday, I believe. And, I'm they're probably also starting school as well, so a lot of taking into consideration.
That and also 8-9 on the season, while they're 4-1 in their conference. So maybe looking ahead at
conference now. Yeah, absolutely. I remember our former basketball coach, our friend here who passed away, unfortunately, a few years ago, Ray Rankus. He always used to schedule a non-conference game toward the end of January, and he would use that game to let the players who didn't play a lot play. And he always found that very handy to have those guys, because sometimes something happens in the playoffs and the players has to step up. And if a player's gotten some serious minutes in the game, that helped the team out.
And also gives you a little bit more availability as it comes into future seasons, and also later on in the season if you need to go deeper into the bench. As Donald's now going to go baseline, gives it off to Muhammad Gee, who just checked into the game. And that's going to be a 3-second violation against the Bearcats, so it'll go the other way. We saw McGee play last game and got some quality minutes out of him in the last moments of the second half.
I'm the Bearcats. Just take it easy these last few minutes. Try to waste the clock as much as possible.
If you empty that bench a little more, too,
yeah,
we'll probably
you'll start to see some more guys coming in soon.
So Spencer, nice move there. A little too strong. And Orman, once again, comes away with the rebound. And we've seen his size become a presence in the paint as Muhammad Gee, can't lay it in, but he gets smacked on the arm by Sam Dion, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Didn't see much contact there as he came through the lane.
2 shots.
Got about 49 people watching, so thanks to everyone watching our broadcast tonight, as well as the good folks from the state of Massachusetts.
So Gee knocks down the first.
So I think the Lancers will probably have some pizza after the game. They were talking about some pizza locations locally. And then hop on the bus, probably watch a few movies, and get back to school and get ready for class in the morning.
I assume get home sometime around midnight this evening, and
No, probably a little bit later. No charter planes here. No one's going to Teterboro Airport to charter to go back home. This is Division III, labor of love.
nice steal there by Don, who's going to go coast to coast and finish it with the right hand. 17-point Baruch lead.
No time to get sloppy here. Got to protect the ball, try to get a good shot.
And this is, if you're Coach Elise, this is when you want to see fundamentals. So it'll be out to Donald. Donald jab step there. Crossover move. He'll circle back out. Has Gee inside. Almost loses the handle, though. Muhammad Gee can't finish. Ball still loose. And he finishes his own ball there. Nice play there by Muhammad Gee.
So this is going to be a timeout to make a sub.
The continuation timeout almost just to get the new guys got fresh legs on the court. As Donelon comes to the bench, it'll be number 3, Sean Lockman, his first action of the evening. Olivier, right wing 3, shot no good, way off, and Orman comes away with the board.
Hey, Gav, getting some rebounds today. Nice job.
Orman has 7 boards already in only 12 minutes of action.
I have to check, but that might be a career high.
Nice pass out there to Desamier right into the lane. Left hand all bank shot is good. And Orman, the 6'7" sophomore, so you assume he'll see more playing time in the years to come.
Yeah, a lot of the players you see now, this is the future for a lot of these teams. And it's important to get players minute. You can teach someone how to play basketball, but it's another thing during the game to know how to play in a game environment. And the only way they do that is if you play them.
As Wheeler's able to finish with the left hand as he gets fouled. Foul's going to be number 3, Lockman, his first.
15-point lead for the Bearcats. Again, if you get a chance and you're going to be up by the Columbus Circle area, go to John Jay College this weekend. Big basketball doubleheader against the Bloodhounds from John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Big game for the men, big game for the women. Should be some good basketball, CUNYAC basketball. Boy, I don't know. Lancers thought there was a little push-off on that play.
That'll be fair. Picks up his dribble, gets it outside the gi. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute.
As Graziano goes into the lane, kicks it out. Lockman 3. He knocks that one down. We saw it last game. Sean Lockman definitely has the hand from outside. Now to Sommier. Shot no good. Gee comes away with the board. Gives it off to Fair. And Fair will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Dion's 4th foul of the evening.
2 shots for Fair.
Yeah, John's going to talk to the players now off on the side while we get some free throws here.
Fair knocks down the first, extends it to 18.
And looking at the long-term schedule, we'll be back here next week, Tuesday, a week from tomorrow against Megger. We, of course, mentioned the Battle of Lex, then that Thursday. So the next 3 games, big for the Bearcats.
Dion 3, no good there.
Another rebound.
But it should be exciting if they could beat John Jay at John Jay. The next time we'll see them, they'll be probably in first place in the CUNYAC Conference. So Baruch going to dribble out the shot clock here.
Yeah, so I think that's how it's going to end up here. Well, there's 4 seconds on the shot clock.
And they'll take the violation, so that will do it. It's going to be 19-point game, 4.5 left. All that has to be done is Worcester State has to inbound, and Baruch will come away with their 3rd straight victory. Hendricks has it. He'll go past Fair. Pull-up shot, knocks it down with 0.6 seconds left. And that will do it. Correction, it'll be a 17-point game, a 77-60 final here at the Arc Arena, and a big W here for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's a really good home win. Another win for the Bearcats. 22 now out of 23. That's a very pretty number. and you got to feel pretty good.
So that should do it for us. Once again, your Bearcats have pulled off the win at a conference against Worcester State. They'll be back here. They'll be at John Jay on Saturday, back here on Tuesday night against Medgar Evers, and then the Battle of Lex will be next Thursday. Worcester State will fall to 8-10 overall, as it was a non-conference game. It won't affect their 4-1 standings there. And Baruch will rise to 12-6, still 6-2 in the CUNYAC, and a first-place matchup looming on Saturday. So this broadcast has been in conjunction with the CUNY Athletic Conference, the Baruch Athletic Department, and your men's basketball team. Once again, Baruch 77, Bearcats 60, Worcester 60. For John Davis, I'm David Just. Have a great night, everybody.